first announcement in that was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, and I got super hyped. That alone made the direct worth it for me.
Yeah.
Have you played that kind of game?
I had a Mystery Dungeon Blue,
Gotcha.
and I did not enjoy. It was too hard for me.
It's too hard.
Yeah, I didn't like that I couldn't pick my starting person. How it's always like
Gotcha.
the interview, so I didn't like that. And then every time that I got to Zapdos, he would just wipe my team, and I felt like I couldn't do it.
That.
Yeah,
I think
it just felt impossible.
I'm just talking to a man that likes XCOM, and then he says Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's too hard.
Too hard.
That's the trouble I'm having. I will say, like, just like a quick review from me is only buy it full price if you know you love this kind of game. Otherwise, you wait for a sale, which means you're not going to get it, and because it's Pokemon. But unless you get a retail somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's just such a charming game. But I think the Switch version could have made some better quality of life improvements, not to make it feel repetitive. But I personally like doing a dungeon, like when the kids go to bed or whatever. And I'm still playing through it. It's not one of those games I feel like I have to rush through, especially since I already know the story. The story is probably the biggest reason to play it.
Yeah, I've heard it's a really good story.
Yeah, it's if you're okay with, like, it's not any like Last of Us or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's just Pokemon on a deeper level, like something you're not going to get in the anime.
Yeah.
Just about. I'm trying not to make the tropes, but just anime friendship, things like that. So
yeah,
good stuff. But then they talked about more about the Pokemon DLC. 2 different Pokemon presents, and the first one we got. So we'll talk about Pokemon Unite last.
Okay.
We got Pokemon. Oh, what was the first thing announced? Oh, we have mobile games. That's right, Pokemon Smile and Pokemon
Smile.
Cafe. We don't need to talk about those. I don't think anyone cares. Then we got Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion, which you have not gotten yet, right?
No, I haven't gotten.
Okay.
Iron, Throne of Iron, or
Isle of Armor. Yeah.
And then Tundra
the cool thing, though, the win for Pokemon is I can give you any of those Pokemon. I think that's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if you don't have the expansion pass, which I find is very un-Pokemon like. I thought they'd force you to get it.
Yeah, gate it.
Yeah. Anyways, you'll hear full thoughts about that of mine in the future. Then we got new Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap is a game I remember being a dumb kid, and I say dumb kid because at the store I wanted Pokemon Snap over Super Smash Brothers.
Oh no.
Luckily, Democracy was in place and we got Smash Bros. Which changed my life, and I really mean that. And I've always been interested in Pokemon Snap, but as I've grown older, I feel like it's more for like the Animal Crossing people. What I mean by that is like the artsy people who love to like, take photos or set things up like that.
Yeah.
I'm still excited for it, but if it's a $60 game, I don't know how excited I'll be.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get it for $60. I did have this one on Nintendo 64, and I remember it had a lot of replayability to it. Until you kind of solved it, and then it was kind of done. But my memory of that game is just throwing apples at Pikachu to get him close to the surfboard, so he jumps on and starts, doing surfboard stuff, and you get like a ton of points for the picture. But
nice.
I think I'll probably end up getting this one just because like Nintendo's a lot of nostalgia based selling, and this one is one of those for me. So
gotcha. Yeah, for me, I'll just have to wait and see. But I know the internet loved it, so I mean it is a good looking game. I think especially when you show right after Sword and Shield. So, anyways, then and this is where I think we come back to the Smash Bros. Lack of expectations, not experience, but awareness is maybe the right word. But then the next week they say, hey, we got a game we're going to devote next week to. And My prediction was I thought they were going to do Let's Go. Did you have any idea or any thought what they were going to show?
So I thought it was going to be probably like Gen 4 remake.
Gen 4
Was
remake?
my money because they've done, I guess maybe Gen 3. No, because they did Alpha.
No,
Yeah, Gen 4
they did
remake.
Gen 3. So my prediction is Gen 4 is next year.
Okay.
Unless the pandemic delays things, but not assuming that. Because like another win for Pokemon was they did the expansion pack this year rather than a third version for $60.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't think Gen 4 was coming out, because I think that's like replacing the main game. So I thought Let's Go would be the thing, and I am a Let's Go hater, and I'm proud of it.
I am a Let's Go hater as well.
You are? Oh man, I knew there was
Yeah.
a reason to be friends with you. Did you get the Let's Go game?
No, and because
wait, where's the hate come from? Let me get this.
So I watched the Let's Go game. Like when they were talking about, I didn't like how wild Pokemon, you just like, it felt like you were always in the Safari Zone, right? You're always just like, just trying to catch them when you meet them. And the thing, like I do a lot of, every Pokemon game I play, I do a lot of like grinding with the Pokemon. I think it's fun to get a guy up to a certain level and then move on. And you didn't really get that feel with Let's Go, and then like you can play with a buddy, but then you just beat every fight. It's like 2v1 or whatever, and it just didn't seem like a real Pokemon game to me. Like, especially if it was like $60. No, like if that game was $20, I probably still wouldn't get it.
I think I'd give it for 20. So I was excited to go back to Kanto. But yeah, it's for the Pokemon Go people, to be honest. If you like Pokemon Go, you're gonna like it. But yeah, I just hated how, like, if I wanted to raise my Pokemon, and I got way more thoughts in this. I got way more problems in the game. What I'm sharing, I'm just sharing what Jordan was kind of relating to. Is if you want to raise your Pokemon, you catch more Pokemon, and that doesn't like that. I don't want to do this forever. I know a lot of people don't want to press the A button forever either, but I feel like that's better. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just definitely way too casual. They took so much stuff out. Like they took so much stuff out, like abilities, a lot of moves. And they didn't give you anything at the end. Anyways, we'll get off that though. But instead they bring up Pokemon Unite. Now I actually thought this was a cool announcement. When they said mobile, I tried to not play on mobile. I personally, like, I'm kind of weird. I got a dumb phone, which I don't got on me, but like my regular phone, and then I have my smartphone, which isn't like hooked up to the service, but it just hooked up on Wi-Fi, because I try to personally like if I commute or something, I try to read or maybe just have silent time or whatever, unplug. So mobile doesn't work for me. But then they announced it on Switch, and what do you think of Pokemon Unite, Jordan? And then I'll tell you what the internet thinks.
So it's done by Tencent, right? They're partnering, and Tencent is having one of their studios make it. So Tencent already does Vainglory, which was a pretty popular MOBA on mobile, and they own Riot Games, which does League of Legends, and League of Legends, I thought it was interesting.
Don't they do Arena of Valor? Or is it
maybe it was Valor, not Vainglory. I think that's what it was. But League of Legends they're in the alpha testing for their League of Legends Wild Rift, which is their mobile MOBA game.
Right.
So I thought it was interesting that Tencent is like making a competitor for their own product. But I think it definitely is like, I think in the US, mobile isn't like our main way of, gaming. But I feel like around the world, like it's, like I have a lot of friends in the Philippines, and like they Mobile Legends Bang Bang, which is like, I downloaded it so I could play with some friends in the Philippines. Terrible game. But it's so popular over there, and like people buy cosmetics for it and stuff. And so I feel like it was like this whole market that Pokemon can now like walk into, and because they're Pokemon, they're just going to be the king. So I thought gameplay wise, it looked I mean, it looked fun. Like I'll definitely download it and play it when it comes out. Yeah, it's like it looked a little, I don't know, pretty limited with Harry Pokemon and how many there are, and like how
Right.
do they decide who's playable and who's catchable, kind of thing. I thought that was kind of weird, but I mean, it looked fun to me, capturing different points, like the different
Yeah.
objectives you fight over.
Yeah, I'm excited for it to come to the Switch. Like I played on the Switch, but and just to kind of go off your comments, I know China is a big mobile market too because
Mm-hmm.
their government doesn't allow Nintendo systems and such. Like I don't even think they got the Wii or things like that. So it's kind of like their replacement. But yeah, I'm with you. I actually think it looks pretty fun to at least try. Like I don't know how long I'll play it, but I love the leveling up system and evolving. I'll say the
Yeah.
main gameplay thing I don't like is like it's a time limit. Like it's whoever has the most points by the end.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I despise League of Legends, like at least there's like an objective, you know.
So
Um,
there was a Cartoon Network based MOBA game called Adventure Time Battle Party. I don't know
mhm.
if you've ever heard of that, but it played very similar, where there's different points, and then in the middle you're like clearing these little camps, and the camps give you points. And once you hit certain points, you get like a power up, and then you beat their base.
Mhm.
Um, but I played that a couple times, and I had fun playing that. This just seems like I'm gonna enjoy playing this one as well. So
Gotcha. Yeah, and let's go back now. Now that they know what we think, let's go to what the internet thinks. So, uh, I'm trying to think of a. I wanted to make build up. I don't got build up. But yeah, this is where the expectations come in, and this is the most disliked. Not Nintendo channel, but if you just put Nintendo all in one pot with Pokemon, which I think is fair to say, it's the
yeah,
most disliked Nintendo video of all time.
okay,
It's got
even
80.
worse than Byleth.
Yeah, even worse than Byleth, which I'm disappointed with the fans. What? But it's got 84,000 likes and 155,000 dislikes.
Oh
Is
wow.
Yeah, man. So people were not happy, and I don't think like people weren't even talking about the game. They weren't like, "Oh, the game's stupid." They were just like, "This is what you made us wait a week for."
Yeah, I definitely think like they should have done the. This probably could have gone.
Even if they said it's going to be a mobile game next week, I think it would have gotten a lot less dislikes.
Yeah, it reminds me of with Blizzard and Diablo Immortal.
Oh,
I don't
yeah, yeah.
know,
No,
where
I do
like
remember that.
everybody was expecting Diablo 4, and it's like, oh, they're making us wait a week. Like we're already raising our expectations because they wouldn't announce something not huge on its own a week later,
Yeah,
and then came out and
that's
nobody.
fair.
It's pretty awful.
No, that's a good comparison. Yeah, so Violet's got 86,000 dislikes and Pokemon's got 155. So there's actually more likes than dislikes on the Violet video, which is disappointing. But